let's talk about this last episode of 90 Day Hunt for Love. It starts off with Tim, and he's confronting Jennifer because Jennifer won't stop talking shit on him to everybody at the resort. She's planting seeds in everyone's heads, making them believe that Tim's gay. And when you're trying to go to a retreat where you're trying to meet someone, if you have all these girls thinking you're gay, that's not going to be a very good start for you. But let's be honest, if we didn't have this drama going on with Tim and Jennifer, we probably wouldn't really have much going on with Tim besides him judging everybody on the cast and their love lives. But besides that, it really doesn't seem like he's that interested in trying to date anyone there. And I don't even feel like Tim has really been talking crap on Jennifer. Yes, Tim can be shady and throw shade here and there, but the most we're going to get from him is him throwing a little shade and him looking like the grumpy cat. But besides that, I think Jennifer is just overreacting. I saw someone compare her to Jasmine and say she's trying to be like the Jasmine or Angela this season, and I full on believe that. She's out here trying her best to give main character energy, and she's fighting for dear life for as much screen time as possible. So it didn't seem like anything was about to get resolved between Tim and Jennifer. It just seemed like they were constantly wanting to have the last word and talk over each other. So finally, Cole came up and he tried to defend Jennifer. He's like, you don't know her. Tim clapped back and he was like, neither the hell do you. You've only known the girl for literally a few days. And they haven't even had like any intellectual or deep conversations. Like neither one of them have even barely scratched the surface. Like their conversations are so basic, like talking about how he likes to have sex outside. They don't really know each other on a deeper level like that. So here's the thing. Cole stepped in and he told Jennifer to go on. He didn't want her to be a part of the conversation. He wanted to get to the bottom of things with Tim and shut it down as quickly as possible. And Jennifer didn't like that because she felt like it was coming off as controlling, especially when she kept telling him over and over again, no, I don't want to leave. I want to continue talking about this. And he just was completely dismissing what she said. And I feel like if he would have just approached the conversation and just stayed there to back Jennifer up and still allowed her to speak, then I feel like things would have went way differently. But the way he handled it was not cool at all. I don't think so. But I do see where he's coming from, that he just was trying to put Jennifer on the hot seat at that moment. I think not even a few minutes later, Cole was sincerely coming to regret everything that he was just saying when he was riding Jennifer's ass, because Jennifer ran off with Rob while he's sitting there trying to bat for her, and she sat there and her and Rob were all cuddled up talking about playing Mario Kart later in each other's rooms, and she's like, yeah, I'm gonna come over to your room. And Cole is just hearing everything they're talking about, and she's just flirting with Rob and doing it super hard and rubbing it all in Cole's face and loving every single minute of it. Cole looked in Jennifer's face and said, are you with me or are you with him now? And Jennifer was like, this is unnecessary. You're being super aggressive. We've only been here for a few days. And Cole was not letting it go. He was trying to do everything he could to be a cockblock as much as possible. He even went up to Jennifer and whispered in Jennifer's ears, hey, you're making a big mistake, after she agreed to go play Mario Kart in Rob's room. And then they get on the bus and she sits down next to Rob. She's all cuddling all close up next to him in the bus, and freaking Cole sits next to him on the same, literally like on the opposite side, but like in the same row. Cole was starting to remind me of Elise in this episode, because he's just jumping the gun and he's going to understand it has only been a few days and that people still want to explore other people. Hell, he should go out there and try to explore someone else and maybe not be so focused on Jennifer. But here Cole is trying to be respectful and take things slow, and he's like, damn, all it takes is asking her if she wants to play some Mario Kart to get her to go to your room. So Robin Jennifer get off the bus, they go to Rob's room, and she walks in and points out how messy Rob's room is. Like, he had towels and clothes everywhere, his bed wasn't made. Like, it looked like a college dude's dorm in there. Meanwhile, Jennifer is just traumatizing the poor guy and sitting there all cuddled up next to Rob, sitting there. And it looked like they were like about to kiss, or at the point of where she was like kissing on his neck at some points. And she's just sitting there whispering sweet nothings into his ear. The crazy part is, once Rob and Jennifer got to the room, they did everything but play Mario Kart. I didn't even see a damn TV in Rob's room. I think he played her with that one. So he gets her to her room, and they start popping open bottles. They're drinking, having a good old time, touching and feeling all on each other. And they're sitting there cuddling, and then at about 2 in the morning, they decide to get up and take things to the pool. And rumor has it, they allegedly hooked up for the first time in the pool, and then they decided to move things in the bedroom, and Rob took it to Pound Town on the bed, and we saw it. Now TLC's giving us the softcore videos. But I get it though, because I feel like if they didn't show us that, then Rob would probably try to deny it because he doesn't want to look like an F-boy. I mean, hell, we already saw the next day Jennifer was talking to Courtney and she was trying to deny it. She's like, yeah, me and Rob just cuddled all night. And Courtney's like, nah, he probably slipped it in. And she's like, no, we just cuddled. When you could read it all over Jennifer's face that she was dickmatized by Rob. Plus, we seen the receipts. So they sat there, hooked up, they had a good old time, and that's pretty much it. And you guys want to know what's diabolical? I guess Cole was on Between the Sheets, and he said that at one point Jennifer and Rob ended up leaving Rob's room, and they went outside and came back in. Like, maybe that's when they went to the pool or something. I don't know. But he said he walked past them, and Jennifer looked at him and winked and smiled. Like, that is diabolical. That is so cruel. Somebody needs to check on Cole because I do not think he's okay. And I honestly do not think that Jennifer and Rob are a good match. Like, yeah, they look good together. I bet they'll probably have some crazy hot sex that they both will probably end up enjoying. But at the end of the day, I don't think they would be good together as a couple, because if Rob thought Sophie was the law calling out his BS, then he hasn't even seen anything yet when it comes to Jennifer. Jennifer will chew this man up and spit him out, and she will call him out for every little thing that he does. And I don't think Rob is ready for all that. I think she's a little too fiery for Rob to handle. I think that they're going to probably start off hot and heavy, and then I think they'll end up fizzling out real quick, and I don't think it's going to last. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments below. I'm going to talk about Cole and Usman and Courtney in a separate video and everything else that happened in the rest of the episode. So let me know in the comments below what you think. Give this video a thumbs up, subscribe, and thank you so much for watching.